Okay, so this is the first cognitive walkthrough for my first scenario. So first off, I'll have to log in, which is pretty straightforward because this is just a regular login form, so I'll just go ahead and do that. If anyone's used a login form before, they'll know how to do it straight away. If they haven't, then they probably shouldn't be using this. The login probably shouldn't be like that on the mobile application though. Okay, so first for the scenario, they want to add a client. So they'll have to click on Manage Client, which isn't really a good name for it because they want to add, so they won't realize that Manage Clients also gives you the ability to add a client. So that's the first thing I find bad. Click on that. Okay, so from here you can see straight away add new client, which is what they'll want to do. So that's good at least. So you just fill in the details. I'll just quickly do that now. I don't think client name should be there because the client name should be made up from first name and last name. I don't think client name's necessary because you could just type something completely different in. Maybe it could auto-generate after you type in the first name and the last name. So I'll just go ahead and make up some random name. That's a really random name, so I'll go ahead and type the same thing in. If it stays like this, they should at least validate that you've typed the same name in. Otherwise, you could really make a mistake there. Address. There's probably no validation for the address either. And there needs to be validation for the postcode. It's probably going to let me just type numbers in here. It won't give me an error. That should only accept numbers. That should only accept a valid email address, and they should only be accepting numbers. I won't add a comment. So that's added the client, but it has also let me add incorrect stuff. It shouldn't have accepted that as a phone number. It shouldn't have accepted that as an email, and that should be only numbers. So first problem, or second problem actually. So next up we have to add the job. So once again it says manage jobs, so you might not know that you can add jobs in it. Click on that. Okay, so once you're in it, you can see that you can add a job. So add a job right now. Once again, this is just a decent form. Job name shouldn't really be called job name. It should be called like what the job's actually like job description or something. That would make more sense. So I'll call it lawn mowing. And this is a pretty good idea, I guess. You can choose which client from a drop down menu, so you don't have to type in the whole thing. So here it is, Kyle Kinkin, the weirdest name I've ever heard. And you can choose ongoing, which is good. So 2 o'clock. And the calendar idea is good because you can see which day you're choosing. So in case you choose like Saturday or Sunday or something. In this case, it's let me choose a public holiday, which is not good. Once again, it's probably going to let me add characters instead of numbers, which isn't good because that makes it more difficult if you want to do calculations later on. So I'll add that. And it has accepted that on a public holiday, and it's accepted the incorrect fee. So that's the scenario, and I think I've picked up all the faults in it. I don't like the way that it opens windows up. This will definitely not work for a mobile environment. And I think the names are a bit misleading as well. And I think the icon for jobs doesn't really show that it's for jobs. Okay, that's the end of scenario 1.